and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rayman 3 HD on the Xbox 360. I'm One Wild Sheep yet again, and this is a fantastic sequel to Rayman 2 The Great Escape, one of my favorite games of all time. And to be fair, this isn't as good a game as Rayman 2, but I honestly do feel this is a pretty underrated gem that came out way back in the GameCube times, and I enjoyed the game when it first came out, but I didn't think it didn't leave too much of an impact. But it is underrated. A lot of people aren't too fond of this one, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to explain why I'm quite fond of this, because, well, it's still a pretty interesting, pretty fun little platformer, you know, starring everyone's favorite limbless buddy, Rayman. Well, to start things off anyway, this is the very first mission. All we need to do by here is collect these red lums. Red lums return from Rayman 2, and they have the exact same sort of deal as they do in Rayman 2. They heal up our health, you know, we need them to survive. Basic shindig. And what essentially is happening is red lums are turning into black lums and they're terrorizing the land because these black lums, well, they're basically transforming to these creatures called hoodlums, and you can see them running about trying to shoot us everywhere in this little tutorial sequence here. And, well, basically we need to stop this menace and try to sort out everything. You know, we need to sort out the world. We need to fix the land so it turns out good. So, yeah, that was the first little introduction thing, so it gets used to, like, moving our character. So, yay, I suppose, yay.
Phew. How's it hanging, wiener dog?
Whoa!
Come on, I'm kidding. Hey, I like that outfit on you. When does it come off? Don't be so touchy. Here, check out what I found. The manual. It's all in here. If you read the story, you'll find your way out. Once upon a time, there were lums. Harmony, love, peace. Boring! Suddenly, a black lum transforms the red lums into hoodlums. The world is in great danger. Ooh, here we go. It says here that Glowbox took off with your hands.
Knowing what a scaredy cat he is, he's probably hiding someplace.
It's not gonna be easy to get your hands on him. Hands, no pun intended. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that every action wins you points. Let me demonstrate. Keep an eye on the counter. Whenever you score points, the indicator appears and you switch to combo mode. This is where things get really cool. In combo mode, your actions are worth even more points. But you gotta act fast. If your scoring stops, combo mode stops. One last thing. Points can buy you access to hidden levels, so try to score big! This manual looks like a...
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it. Now, one thing I gotta say about this game is it's a very, very chatty game, you know. The characters always talk during the levels, and it's very annoying, to be perfectly honest. I'm not a big fan of when game developers put dialogue in the middle of gameplay. I don't know, I always prefer dialogue to be in its own unique cutscenes. This sort of thing bugs me in like GTA 5 and whatnot as well, you know, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of annoying, what can I say? But anyway, as good old Murphy, if you remember Rayman 2, he's also in this game, but only in this first level, which I find quite strange. Like he said, we need to collect loads of little gems that are around the environment, and these will increase our points. Do we need to collect all these things? No, we don't need to, but because this is a very linear game, I'm going to do my best to try and find as many points as I physically can, collect as many gems as I know I can. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go for the points as much as possible. However, I'm not too knowledgeable in this game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not as knowledgeable in this one as I am in Rayman 2. And even in Rayman 2, when I did the LP of that, I didn't actually complete it 100%, you know. But yeah, basically in terms of controls, same old controls as always with Rayman. You gotta move the left analog stick, you push the A button to basically jump. And right now, we're armless Rayman, so we don't actually have... we're armless, get it? Oh god, that was probably intentional on the developer's part. But we currently don't really have any major offensive abilities. You can do this measly kick by pushing the X button, which is going to be remedied pretty soon as we find Glowbox and run back with our hands, get our hands back. And if we push the A button twice in the air, we can also do a little hover helicopter-y tail thing with our hair, which it works, you know, it works. Basically it's the same sort of mechanics you come to know and love in the previous Rayman game. Although, if you remember Rayman 2, well, in Rayman 2, we used to be able to shoot energy blasts at people and destroy them and make them explode. Yeah, we don't really do that so much in this game. Instead of the energy blast, Rayman here brings back one of his abilities from the original game, which is simply punching. That's all he does. However, the punching, it works. I kind of like the way they did the combat in this game. It's a bit more strategic than, say, in Rayman 2, in which case we just sort of spam the attack button to kill people. That over there is the Fairy Council, as Murphy you could probably hear behind my voice talking about. We'll be going there soon.
My mind. It explains the switch's trigger mechanism. Duh. Please. Who's responsible for this garbage?
But yeah, this game is quite humorous as well, I have to say. But the only problem I really sort of have is, like I said, the voice acting isn't the best, and they talk all the time during the gameplay. It drives me mad. But let's just go and kick the barrel and free glow box, shall we?
Hey! Rayman! Say, got room for a third?
And fantastic, Rayman's got his punching ability back. Like I said, you hold down the X button now to charge up your punch and let go to release it. And we're going to be using this quite a bit as time goes on. And one of the unique things about the punches in this game, folks, is we can arc it by moving left and right while locking onto an enemy. We hold down one of the shoulder buttons to lock on, so that's easy enough to do. And there's a lot of puzzle mechanics in terms of the combat, in which case we need to arc the punches in the right directions to make, you know, to hurt the enemy. It's quite interesting.
Wow! Rayman, you turned on the light! Pretty! What'd I tell ya? Here come the thugs again! Ah! Figure, they're raiding the Fairy Council. Enough is enough. I was told that after Rayman 2, I could cast as a tormented artist who falls for a girl with great big eyes. And here I am, still playing a sidekick in a low-budget flick. Yeesh.
Yeah, keep on crying, Murphy. I honestly don't like Murphy in this game. I loved Murphy in Rayman 2, but they really ruined his character. He seems extremely annoying. I think that's probably because they gave him a voice and tried to make him this sarcastic character, but I don't know, I just don't like what they did with Murphy. It's kind of a shame. But yeah, this is basically the tutorial area. We need to go through here, and this basically is the perfect stage to learn all the mechanics, because, well, it's very simple, as you'd expect. It's the first level, so yeah, you can't really complain too much. Whenever you see switches like that, feel free to punch them because they will activate shit in the environment. For example, hitting this one will move the platform up. You have to continuously hit it, however, because otherwise the platform will drop down and yeah, good fun. If you press the Y button, you go into first person view, and on occasions you'll find little bugs like that. Whenever you look at those bugs in first person view, you get an extra 250 points. Which will obviously go up to your overall score total. And one thing you'll notice is you will actually be able to get combos of points whenever you do certain things in your environment. For example, punching certain things, you get points. If you get more points in a rapid succession, then you'll build up a combo meter. Building up this combo meter is essential to getting loads of points in a level, because you get a multiplier depending on how many combos you grab. And it's basically the key to get 100% in each of these levels. Getting 100% in each level is basically getting a high number of points. I'm not going to be getting 100% in each of these levels because, to be honest, I can't really do it very well. Because in order to get 100%, you need to get pretty much every gem in the stage, as well as a massive point bonus for getting a huge multiplier with each chance you get, you know. Anyway, this here is the arcing thing I mentioned. You just move left and right while punching, and you can push the switch to left and right. Needed to get through this area, and needed to fight this first boss by here. Well, boss in quotations.
There's Andre. Quick, shoot him. I can't cover you much longer.
And these enemies by here anyway, this is the first introduction properly we get to the main mooks of the game we're going to be dealing with. Just punch him, he's easy to kill.
Listen up, Pipsqueak. Soon I'll transform the energy from the heart into an army of hoodlums. Then I'll deal with you.
Whoa, what could this be? The laser detergent that transforms your clothes into combat fatigues.
Combat fatigues! That's exactly what we need! You're right!
Rayman, no! It belongs to the Hoodlums. It might be dangerous. What are you trying to do? Make a nervous wreck out of me? You do.
And there we go, this is the major gimmick of this particular Rayman game, ladies and gentlemen, power-ups. Now, if you remember in Rayman 2, we basically got power from Lee the Fairy at random intervals in the game. In this game, well, instead of getting the standard everyday power-ups, we got these things. You pick them up and they will give you special armor that gives you special abilities for a short period of time, as well as give you an extra multiplayer on your combo meter. So if you see at the bottom left of the screen, you got a little meter that says ×2. While that meter is up, you'll be in your transformed state, allowing you to use your powers. Now for this first one, by here, the green windy whirly whirl power. Basically, you can throw whirlwinds out by pushing the attack button, and you can use them on those rotaty, screwy platforms in order to platform up. But I digress. Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this part of Rayman 3. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all will enjoy. Don't be sheepish, people. When we return next time, we'll be continuing onwards with the rest of the tutorial. Thanks for watching. Don't be sheepish, people. I'll catch you all then. Bye!